limited movie monster series Godzilla store exclusive strawberry chocolate Hedorah. This is the 7th one.
ShinRobjira.
Right out of the shipping box, Hedorah will be standing just over 5 inches tall. Hedorah's tag has once again been fried and given a new coat of paint and such. I mean, just look at how fried that looks. That looks great. Jesus. We're also going to see Hedorah strawberry chocolate version, I do assume. Hedorah, Godzilla 2024, yet again, the second new movie monster series release of the year is another Hedorah. We're starting off great this year, fam. Ha. On the back of the tag, we're going to get what we normally get. Godzilla vs. Hedorah, Godzilla Store, Movie Monster Series, Bandai Namco. Side of the tag cut out to Hedorah's profile or head or whatever. Here is the inside of the tag featuring stuff that I cannot read. Sing it with me, kids, because we're going to be saying it a lot this year, I do feel. Since this is a Godzilla Store exclusive, we have to treat the tag with the double sleeve method. A card sleeve or penny sleeve, and a top loader to keep that tag nice and exclusively fresh. Strawberry chocolate Neapolitan ice cream Hedorah. What new are we dealing with here? Very little. Strawberry chocolate Hedorah over here is so very clearly a reboot of that of Choco Hedorah, released around this time last year, just in time for Valentine's Day. Thank you, Bandai. Not like I have a Valentine. And I do very much like that they went for the chalkier vinyl for this gal instead of the shinier vinyl that Choco Hedorah got. Helps differentiate themselves from one another, save for the fact that one's fucking pink and the other one isn't. So in a sense, it's lazy, but not all that lazy, I guess. So slowing things down for a better look just to see what strawberry chocolate Hedorah has to offer us. Two different shades of pink and chocolatey brown. I actually quite like how Bandai painted up the top of this Hedorah's head. We don't just have that XH image that we got on the top of the head. This time, it's a little bit more melted out. And I really do like how it just melts and seeps into the back of Hedorah's head like this. We're gonna get a little bit of that over here on the opposite side. Not too much of it over here, but a little bit over there. Quite like that. And of course, we're just going to have this beautiful pink streak running down in between Hedorah's eyes, and yes, I quite friggin' love it. It's the bombastic pinks on top of this dark chocolate, chalky looking vinyl that really does just send it on home. I like the way things are looking with these dessert-based Hedorahs, and I'm especially loving these glossy eyes, gold, red, and black. Very, very nice. That's about the major soul thing that these two figures have in common, save for being dessert-themed. Moving on down from the drippy drips going on here, we have the very tops of the arms, which are going to have a very light and faint pink on top of them. Do quite like that a lot. And I do like how the pink drips were done on the body, the neck, and the legs over here, but this is an instance where I think Choco Hedorah actually did it a bit better. As with Choco Hedorah, it actually does feel like, kind of like an ice creamy thing. This looks like it's melting and puddling down. This looks like, spotty paintwork. Neapolitan Hedorah ice cream figure. It's kind of missing the vanilla aspect, but I'm just thinking that's the strawberry and the vanilla mixing together. There's the lore for this one. But yeah, for the most part, it's going to remain mostly the same, especially in comparison to what we've seen from the plethora of Hedorah remolds and repaints we've been getting. We'll see a little bit more of that pink on the side over here, and we'll see even more of it on the opposing side over here. I was originally going to say that I wish we got more of this Razorblade Romance pink, one of him's very best albums and my highest recommend for an entry-level love metal album. But the more I look at it from the front, I feel like had there been more of that dark, glossier pink, it kind of would have just lost its luster when you look at Hedorah's head. That one is also sexual. But if there was any other place I wish they had used more of that Razorblade Romance pink on, it's definitely the back, as I feel Hedorah's, fume sack back here overall really could have used some of that, because we have pink around the rim over here. And I feel like a bit more of that glossier, deeper pinks would have been really great at the center. I'm not leading up into a butthole joke, I promise, but I really do think that would have aided in the very dessert-like characteristic Hedorah has adopted. I mean, yeah, it looks like a chocolate puffin. A little bit more strawberry frosting. Yeah, I do think it could have gone a long way here. What the fuck is going on with the back of Hedorah's head? Oh, it was like that on the back of Choco Hedorah too. Details remain the same, and it really does look like I'm holding a dessert up to the camera, doesn't it? And the overall drippy, polluted vibe still rings true. What the fuck? Is that a paint scuff? And now the only other little bit of paint that we can talk about is on Hedorah's Choco tail over here. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit more of the basic pink that we got on the front and back of the figure, and for what it is, I mean, it's fine. Once again, I feel like it just looks better on Choco Hedorah. Here, it just looks very obviously machine painted, and here, it just oozes with dessert-like tendencies. So to sum it up in the most educated way possible, this is the lesser Choco Hedorah, but with pink. And since I love the color pink, I don't exactly like this more than Choco Hedorah, but I do quite like it. Paint and detail, 2 solid stars. How does that make sense? It doesn't. You're on the ShinRobjira channel. On the bottom of the feet, 1971, 2006, TM and Toho Company Limited, Bandai 2006, made in China, numbers, numbers, numbers. Further proof that this 06 mold is probably going to outlast every other new Hedorah figure Bandai has given us in vinyl format. Why don't they use the new mold for repaints and such? I don't friggin' know. Will we get repaints and remolds of all of Hedorah's prior forms? Probably not. Bandai and Toho are nostalgia baiting you into buying the 06 mold with new colors once, maybe twice or thrice a year, and I've fallen for it now 7 times. Yeah. I guess we can do articulation now? I mean, you all know. Nothing at the head, nothing at the tail, nothing at the legs. Full rotation at the arm over here and over here. As you can see, no, there won't be any paint on the underside of Hedorah's arm. Missed opportunity for another place to use that deep razor blade romance pink. I'm going to give articulation what I've given articulation for every 06 Hedorah, solid star. It's exactly what I was expecting. To open up conversation a little bit more, I really have to ask myself, you know, the guy who bought all 7 of these repaint remold Hedorah figures, where does it stop? Where are we going to see a cease of this? I kind of never want it to end just because it's friggin' hilarious. And the fact that I now have 7 reviews of the exact same mold here on the channel. Hedorah has actually surpassed Shin Godzilla because I can't find those other remolds anywhere. So let me ask you, since it feels rather unending, what kind of repaint do you want out of Hedorah? Would you prefer a heavy paint applications version that's like screen to vinyl? Would you like some more alternate takes? Would you like some more dessert and or food themed Hedorahs? I personally would kind of take all of that, and when it comes to like the food themed Hedorahs, I feel like Bandai is kind of... it's like they're not quite there yet. This thing was a great start, and I feel like this is the particle to which we must begin. Because while this is definitely cool, I would definitely still call Choco Hedorah the better out of the 2 dessert-themed Hedorahs. It communicates the message much better, it's a chocolatey, ice cream-looking treat. Neapolitan Hedorah over here is also a very chocolatey-looking treat, and from far away you can definitely see more of what they were going for, but again, Choco Hedorah did it better. Size comparisons? It is the 7th Hedorah movie monster series remold / repaint / reissue with new colors, and there's really not too much else to say other than that. Bandai seems to be enjoying their time making Hedorah up in all of these crazy colors, whether they're themed after a dessert or not, and still, I really can't complain. I can make fun of the fact that it's starting to get a little, like, ridiculous. I mean, this one feels a bit unneeded DLC-esque, but for the most part, I'm happy that I have it. I'm happy to add it to the family of smog stains, and that's all there is to it. Did you think I forgot? Well, if you did, I totally did, because this is a thing that I do for whatever reason, but Strawberry Chocolate Hedorah will be following suit with the rest of these Hedorah remold repaints and having Hedorah looking off into the side like so. It will not look like the retro color version or the Burning Hedorah version, which had the image flipped. No, I have no idea why I'm still doing this, but I do very much love doing shots like these. Look at it. All 7 of them. Ah! Kill me. With all that being said, I've been ShinRobjira. I do so hope you all enjoyed this 7th review of Choco Pink Hedorah Dessert Remold thing. And I would like to thank, holy crap, my 3 new patrons. Kaiju Turtle, Kaiju Menace, and Etzilla, or Ethzilla. I don't know. Am I saying it right? I don't want to say your full name. Like, I know where the E and the T are coming from. I get it. But I hate mispronouncing names. Anyway, thank you all so much for becoming ShinRobjira patrons. I very much appreciate it. More content coming soon. And when I see you all next, it's time for another remold in the movie monster series. We're going to be talking about the Jordanian Sonic Adventure 1 Ocean Water Theater exclusive translucent Godzilla -1 figure, which is part of the Godzilla store's reissuing of that release and subsequent probably locking into the Toho vault / release. Peace.